sure there was a lot of soul searching going on this morning in the building. I heard about a players only meeting type thing, maybe some meetings that were going on today. What do you feel like the message needs to be today?
Oh, we just got a correction. Very direct. Just it is what it is. That's what we're gonna do. Call a spade a spade.
Coach, you know, you've had some time to reflect on the game yesterday and the first loss in that kind of fashion since you've been coach. What did you learn from that? And looking back, was there anything you felt like, you know, you could have done better or learned from, you know, in this experience?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. We, ID, there could be a slip up in a game like this where you have, you know, high of the highs against the Ravens and you come out against a team that everybody's expecting you to beat. So we discussed that. We talked about the physicality, talked about, you know, Andy Dalton and his efficiency, getting the ball out quick, understanding the offense. You know, just kind of looking back, I think all of us, myself, the staff, this has got to be better. It's got to be better.
AP, after the game, you talked about the Raiders having to make business decisions. And have you made any of those yet?
No, we haven't. We got to give it to the players first.
But obviously, a lot was made of that comment. You know, national media wise this morning. I guess as you think about it, are you happy that you pointed it out? And
I don't bite my tongue. I don't bite my tongue.
That's something that, you know, when it comes to making business decisions on the coaching staff's part, is that something where it's lineup changes? Is it potential guys knowing
Just whatever helps the Raiders win. Right now, that performance is not going to help any team win, let alone the Raiders.
Antonio, over the last 4 games last year, Zamir ran. He led the NFL in rushing and rushing yards per carry. I know that there was a scheme change. There was an offensive, coaching change. Do you feel like maybe it needs to get back to what you were doing last year, because there was success last year?
No, it was. We did, and last year's last year.
Right.
We are where we are now. Worst running teams in football. And that's not something I'm proud of, or our staff's not proud of. I'm sure our team's not. And again, we're gonna get in here and we're gonna chip away after we make the corrections from today and be honest with one another. But it's very disappointing to watch our run game.
Do you feel like there's some scheme changes that can?
I think there's gonna be a lot of changes.
Is that including personnel, potentially?
Like I always say, everything, we just need to be successful, man. Right now, I think yesterday we had a run of 6 and a run of 9. Everything else was 2 and 3. We're not winning national football league like that.
Any updates on Absher and Mumford?
No, I haven't got them. We've been in meetings, just got out of meetings right now.
You've consistently talked since you came here about avoiding the roller coaster, not riding that roller coaster week to week, and it's kind of been a roller coaster. I mean, how do you turn what you want into seeing that on the field?
Yeah, I mean, it's collective. It's just not myself speaking on it. It's not the coaches. It's the players. It's everybody. We have to do it. We have to buy in. It's one of those games when you watch it. We got beat up on physically. We weren't the more physical team yesterday. We didn't look like the team that wanted it more yesterday, and that's got to be a message that we rally around and we really take pride in. And you're gonna have times where sometimes your best players don't have their best days, and other guys got to step up, and that's why it's called team football. I think more importantly, I think all of us need to just understand, like, you got to roll. You need to do it the best you can do it at full speed. The effort wasn't up to par. It had been in previous games. That showed up. That didn't look good at the end of the game. So those are examples.
We're talking about a performance yesterday that obviously nobody was happy with, but there's been some that have been great, like outstanding along the way. I guess if you identified anything, like going into those games, preparation-wise.
No, listen, we talked about the opportunity here to be 2-1 at home. The crowd was amazing, like freaking amazing yesterday. Loud, rowdy, felt a little bit old school, but we didn't come to play. You can see that in the very first series defensively. They went right down the field, and then offensively it wasn't pretty. And that just kind of led up to now, okay, did we press a little bit? Did we stress? Did we not do a good enough job of reiterating our musts, the goals, the objectives, and then just we always talk about resetting after each series. And I think sometimes we let a play or a series linger, and I saw that at halftime. We try to adjust that then. But the roller coaster, it's an emotional game. It's human nature that plays an element of that, and we just got to control those elements.
We've seen Jackson playing right guard, alternating a little bit with Dylan. Is that kind of the plan moving forward, or is because we saw him at left guard, previously? Is there where you feel he's better at? I guess.
No, just we're trying to get him on the field, and that was really that might be a one-time deal. It might be going forward, but just trying to get him on the field, and again trying to find the best 5 offensive linemen with continuity and chemistry, and obviously protect the quarterback and run the football.
AP, I know that you want ball control, you want to eliminate turnovers, but Al Davis talked about Raiders don't take what the defense gives you, they take what they want. Would you, in that scheme of still being protective of the football, does your offense need to attack more?
I mean, we took shots yesterday, right? We hit 11 early in the game, backed up, great drive there, 97-yarder. That got us down, and then obviously we scored with that big play with Trey Tucker. Then we had some plays down the field in the red zone, and then we took another shot later on. And then there's other opportunities where, for whatever reason, it wasn't taken, either a breakdown or a sack, or we missed the read, whatever it could be. We didn't get those other opportunities, but we felt like yes, it was a great opportunity for take shots. We threw 2 of them. Like to have more.
Antonio, how much of a factor is Max not being close to 100% with that ankle having on the rest of the defense? It seemed like everybody kind of laid down a little bit yesterday with him.
Yeah, our effort, our energy, our passion did not show up yesterday. And that just can't always be 98. I mean, obviously what 98 is dealing with. You see it. He gave it all he had yesterday, and we got to protect the player. But more importantly, there's 10 other guys on the field. They got to play to a high level. And we did that last week against Baltimore. Those guys did do that. We just got to be consistently doing it. And we didn't play bad because Max wasn't like Max yesterday, right? Max is still at 80% a lot better than any defensive end in the National Football League. So I think just for all of us is just doing our job, not getting frustrated with a play or two here and letting that go. That really showed up yesterday for our group.
You talked in the past about saving Max from Max. Is that a thought in your head about his status this week and playing him or not really?
I mean, the thought was to play him. If he was able to play him. If he's injured, then we'll protect the player. But Max he's different, man. He's a guy that's gonna take everything, and the guy gives him the ability to not allow him to play. And if he has anything that he feels like he can do, we'll let him play. But I think the biggest thing, man, is just, we got some guys nicked up on the D line, right? Malcolm, Tyree, and then Max, and you got your captain, your leader that wants to be out there with his players. So we got to look at that going forward of how we're going to handle it.
You said you haven't spoken to the players yet, but how do you expect them to react to the business decisions coming from you yesterday? Is that more of a wake-up call, a warning, or?
No, it's football, right? After a loss like that, things need to change.
Yesterday, because Thayer Murphy got hurt so early, DJ Glaze pretty much played the whole game. What did you think about his performance overall?
I thought he did well. I thought he had a tough matchup there with Clowney. Clowney had some power rush moves on him, but for the most part, coming in there, he had limited reps throughout the week, but it was just kind of what we saw in training camp for the guys that were there. Came in, he filled in, and we'll see what's going on with Mufford. And if DJ's there, we're not panicking because for the most part, DJ showed up yesterday.
And I know we don't know how long Marcus Epps might be out, but how confident are you in Isaiah Pola-Mao stepping in and filling in?
Yeah, I mean, he's played a lot for us. That third safety, he had some rotational roles in years past and dime. But now he's in his 3rd year. We're really comfortable with him. He had a really good preseason. Stepped up yesterday, did a decent job filling in. So we'll see what happens with the Epps here. And then if it's Isaiah, obviously we feel really comfortable.
There was some national media. They're trying to decipher who the business decision's about, and they're showing plays with Jack Jones. Did you, in particular, have any problem with Jack Jones's effort in the game? Since
I had a problem with our entire defense.
After watching the film, anything jump out for Gardner in the passing offense you saw on the film?
Yeah, I mean, there's some plays that I know. Obviously, we always say you want to make and take advantage of. But I thought we did do some good things. The problem is when you don't win on early downs, these longer 3rd downs are not. That's not in the best interest of our offense and Gardner. So we got to do a better job on early downs and make it easier for him on 3rd down.
What did you see from Hayden in his limited spot duty? I know you talked yesterday about just giving him a shot to see what he can do, but is there any chance whatsoever that gives you pause going forward?
Well, I just think you look at how the game went. We're down by 2 scores or so. Let Hayden come in and see what he can do with the offense, move it. We're just trying to look for a spark.
Could that mean anything going forward, or is it still Gardner, still the guy?
I think we got to get with the players and just evaluate everything from yesterday first.
That's good. All right, let's go.
Thank you.